The Australian round of A1GP took place at Eastern Creek. The feature race saw problems for the Kiwis, though, as the car stalled on the reconnaissance lap and Johnny Reid was unable to take his pole position on the grid. Juninho was here, other stars were here to watch what was happening, but the weather was changing. Those on slick tyres soon had to change to wets at the start of the race, and France had to start at the back after problems getting away. That left the field clear for Switzerland to take the early lead, and a great start from Brazil, which saw them fighting with South Africa. France tried to come from the back of the field, but Canada was making greater progress, also starting from way down. Early on in the race, a few people had little slip-ups, but up front, Switzerland were looking very, very strong. Netherlands and Pakistan side by side. Team France finding not much grip on the outside of some of the corners, and even less grip for Thomas Enger of the Czech Republic. But he managed to get the car pointing the right way. In the pits, there were problems too. Mostly everybody got away with it, even Chris Alajadjian with his trip onto the grass. After the first round of pit stops, South Africa led the race and Australia was on the move too. But this manoeuvre from Team France on USA took the American car out and caused a penalty for Loic Duval, a drive-through penalty which cost him valuable time in the race. Australia's fight continued up through the field. This was a magic pass on Team Canada which got the fans excited. New Zealand was struggling to be in the top 10. They just about held on. So did Satrio Hermanto, despite splashing his way through the puddles. Australia fought their way ahead of Germany on the second round of pit stops, but by then France was out of the race. A clutch problem had cost them dear at the start, and there was no way they could make the finish. Even the battle for 10th was hard fought, but Australia went for a fastest lap towards the end and nearly threw it all away. They would finish in 5th place. Just ahead of them were Brazil. Great Britain came home in 3rd position, thanks to Robbie Kerr's efforts. 2nd place went to Switzerland. Very important points for Neil Yarni and the Swiss crew. But the race victory went to Adrian, Zaugg and South Africa in perfect timing, with the Durban Street Track race coming up in 3 weeks' time. The smiles all over the South African team members' faces.